Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I haven't posted in a while, I'm sorry, but I actually have a lot of stuff going on in my personal life right now that makes it hard to find a chance to do videos. But I have the chance today for like an hour, so I thought I'd take the chance to do sort of a little miniature haul. This is a clearance haul. So this is stuff I've picked up for like half price or sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. And I am going to apologize. I'm not quite as well put together as I usually am, but that's because I'm kind of in the middle of tidying my room now, so didn't really want to do makeup for that. Anyway, so the haul. The other day, I went to Target, and actually the reason I went to Target in the first place is I needed some duct tape, or duct tape if you prefer, but this brand is actually Duck, D-U-C-K. But yeah, I had something that needed tape, and being a girl, I wanted pretty duct tape. So I went to Target, and I found this pretty blue and pink tie-dye one, which worked well for my purpose. And yeah, and this was about $4. I mean, it's not quite as big a roll as if you got the boring gray ones, but you know, it is pretty. And so now I have a roll of duct tape. Anyway, so I got the duct tape, and then I went over to the cosmetic section, the beauty section, because I really wanted to pick up some Olay Oil of Olay Daily Facials. Those cloths that you wet and they soap up. Here, I can actually pull one out. Just those. I cut mine in half because there's so much soap in them that a half one works well for me. But it's just these little claws that you add warm water to, and they suds up and they cleanse your face. And apparently they're really good at taking off makeup. I don't know about that. I haven't tried it for that yet. But I thought I'd try them just for the heck of it. And the ones I got are actually for the normal to dry. They also have combination to oily as an option as well. Yeah, let's see if you get normal to dry. I went with the normal to dry because my skin's not super oily, but it's not really dry either. It's kind of combination, but I'm not really sure if it's more on the dry side or more on the oily side. So I just sort of opted for the normal to dry because I figure everyone could use a little more moisturizer. And yeah. And so I went in there, and I actually did look in the Walmart for these, but they did not have the Olay brand. They had Equate, which I'm sure is comparable, but they were out of the Olay brand entirely, so I didn't really have anything to compare it to make sure they really were the same thing basically. But yeah, I went and I found these at Target, and here's my favorite part because right now Target has a massive clearance event going on, so I got these on clearance. You can see it was originally $7.19, and then it was marked down to $6.11, so that would be like 15% or something. I mean, not the biggest markdown out there. I mean, it's between 15 and 20. It's between 10 and 20, so I'm just guesstimating about 15%, which isn't the most I saved with the stuff I picked up that day, but it's not too shabby. And then, just out of curiosity, I wandered into the cosmetics, which was probably not the best choice in retrospect, but because I didn't have a whole lot of money. But I actually did go in there because I actually was looking for a blush, because the blush I have, I've hit pan on it, and plus I haven't been particularly thrilled with it. I just don't think it's the best color for me. It's like too pink. So that's why I initially went to look in there. And then I found like half their cosmetics were marked down. So I kind of had to control myself because markdown or not, I still only had so much I could spend. But I did pick up a couple things that I've been wanting to try for a while. And so, yeah. The first thing I picked up is actually the L'Oreal Hip Shocking Shadow Pigments, which I've been wanting to try pigments for a while now. I actually wanted to try the MAC ones, but because from what I can gather on YouTube and whatnot, is they actually are much better value than the L'Oreal ones, because you get so much more in a jar of the MAC pigments than you would for the L'Oreal ones. But MAC isn't sold anywhere around here. I think the closest one is like over an hour away. Like, we have a couple Macy's, but neither of them carry MAC products. So yeah, it's not really a practical option for me. But L'Oreal is. So I picked up one of those, and you can see there, this one was originally $10.19. It was marked down to $5.08. So this one was about 50% off. And this one is number 854 Progressive, which is kind of like a coppery, shimmery pigment. And not all of the pigments were on sale, but like there were about 5 that were. The one I really wanted was not one of the marked down ones, but so I picked up that. I also picked up the Physicians Formula Shimmer Strips Gel Custom Eye Enhancing Gel Cream Eyeliners. A set. Again, I wanted to save a little money. And these are just, a trio of cream eyeliners. This one happens to be for blue eyes, if you can't tell by the packaging. And there's basically a navy blue, a brown, and a black with blue shimmer in here. And this one was originally $8.99, and it was marked down to $6.28. So that one was probably about 20-25% discount. Yeah. And it also has little instructions back there, which I have to get to when I do a review of it. And the last thing I got was another L'Oreal Hip product that kind of intrigued me. It's their Hip Colorpresso lip gloss duo thingies that I guess you mix the 2 colors to make a unique one. This one is number 280, Chic. I was drawn to it out of all the ones that were on sale. Again, not all of them were marked down, but this one was, and it kind of drew me. It looked like a very neutral one, something I could wear almost all the time without having to worry about matching it too much. And so yeah, picked one of those up. This one was originally $10.99, and it was down to $5.48. So it's another about 50% off one too. So yeah, and that's all the cosmetic stuff I actually bought. But yeah, so if you are looking into trying a bunch of stuff, I'd suggest looking at your local Target if you happen to have one, because there's so much stuff marked down right now, and I'm hoping it's not just my Target, because there are some pretty awesome discounts you can find. Some of these more expensive stuff, because these, like normal price, they really are a little more expensive, which is why I've been holding off on purchasing them, because I don't really have a whole lot of money to spend on them. Like, maybe I can get one of the Physicians Formula things every month or so, but especially right now when I'm in the midst of rehearsing for a show, so I have to drive like 40 minutes to rehearsal each way 3 times a week, or will be 3 times a week. It's not 3 times a week yet, but it will be eventually 3 times a week. Plus I drive 20 minutes each way to get to work, so I need a lot of my money for gas. But I did spoil myself and pick up those things. So that's about it for my Target clearance cosmetic whatnot haul. So yeah, I highly encourage you to check out your local Target, because hopefully they are also having this massive clearance event, and you'll be able to pick up some good products for relatively cheap comparatively. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I really look forward to reviewing some of these for you in the future. Have a great day. Bye.